Good afternoon. Today's topic is history of data visualization. How old is data visualization techniques and from how long we are using data visualization, right? Most of we know that it's not data visualization is not a tools we are using now. That's right, softwares we are using, but the purpose and the visualization is not new. We have maps from centuries, map of a particular area, a country, right? And these are what this is data visualization maps, right? Data visualization is not a modern product. It is not a, as I said, it is not a modern product. It is not new. Techniques or tools are new, and we are now frequently using it, and we are using in a broad sense in multiple places because the use is the software tools and techniques has made it easy to visualize data, right? Data visualization is not a modern product. It has developed over time to incorporate the tools we use today and the trends we foresee. The graphic representation of quantitative information has deep roots that reach into the trees of the earliest map making and visual depictions and up to thematic cartography, statistics, medicine, and other fields. In many fields, we are using thematic cartography, thematic maps, right? Thematic maps and all we are using from long time. And now we will discuss how it evolves. Pre 17th century, early maps and diagrams. Initially, of course, we were using that for the maps. Data visualization has come to a long way. Before the 17th century, data visualization already existed. Though displayed in other formats such as maps, the format were different. The content is much similar to today's visualization, which mostly presented geologic, economic, and medical data. Geologic map, economic map, we can have a world map with countries in different categories of economy. We can say top 20 topest rich countries, then second category of next 21 to 40, right? So we can show thematic maps like this way for multiple data purpose. And we have seen our schooling as well, and the technique is very old, right? Before even the 17th century, we are using all that for earlier to the 17th century. The earliest seeds of visualization arose in geometric diagrams, in tables of positions of stars and other celestial bodies, position of stars, and in the making of maps to aid in navigation and exploration. In navigation and exploration. Getting the point? So the before 17th century, we are using all these data visualization, maps and diagrams, and right. History of data visualization from 1600 to 1699. Measurement and theory. The basically measurement and theory. The first slide we talked about early maps and diagrams. Now, among the most important problems of 17th century were those concerned with physical measurement of time, distance, and space for astronomy, surveying, map making, navigation, and terrestrial expansions. Making map of a country and the right borders of states, cities, villages, measuring distance of roads, right? And these were basically the purpose. Surveying was the purpose at that time. Basic purposes they were in 1600 to 1699. This century also saw considerable new growth in theory as well as the dawn of practical applications. In theory, in the direction of data visualization and practical aspects as well, right? So this is 1600 to 1699, right? The next is 1700 to 1799 with some new graphic forms. Now we have some new graphic forms with some rudiments of statistical theory, data of interest and importance, and the idea of graphic representation somewhat established. The 18th century witnessed the expansion of these aspects to new domains and new graphic formats. So graphic formats introduced, new graphic formats in 18th century, right? Graphic formats in 18th century introduced, and graphic formats for different types of visualization, different types of thematic maps and all, right? We were using for map for measuring time, distance, stars, uh, country borders, and economy, medical science. Lot of purpose we were our lot of purpose we were solving using the data visualization on using these techniques, right? And next is 1800 to 1850. That is beginnings of modern graphics. Modern graphics. We can say the starting of the today's with the foundation provided by the previous innovations of design and technique. The first half of the 19th century witnessed explosive growth in statistical graphics and thematic mapping at a rate which would not equal until modern times. Great progress in this area. Basically, the thematic mapping, which I was talking from the first slide, right? Thematic mapping is what it is like. If you are talking about suppose this is history of data visualization. If it is thematic mapping, India and all, we are some countries we are having in the red color, some marked with the green, some with the blue, green, red, yellow. 4 colors we are using, right? This is what this is a thematic map. The world in the we are talking about the overall world, and we have marked. This is basically lifespan and World Health Chart 2017 by Gapminder. World Health Chart. Getting the point? And this is income level. Here we are income level 1, income level 2, income level 3, and income level 4. And income level 4. India is in income level 2, China is in income level 3, and US is income level 4, and income level 1 is like Argentina, Ethiopia, and all. Getting the point? These countries, Ethiopia, we are able to see here, Congo, right here, Pakistan, India, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Vietnam, and all countries. So in this thematic map, we are using 4 colors. This blue, this red, this yellow, and this green, right? To visualize about health data, World Health Chart, to visualize the health data of different countries in 4 categories, right? In 4 categories. So similarly, many times we use the economic data only. We divide countries with different, we depict with different colors the countries having different economic conditions. Getting the point? Similarly, many times we also get different data we visualize in this way. And this is called thematic mapping. And thematic maps can be used for a city, for the worldwide. Here we are using for world. Can be used for a company as well. Can be used for a company. In companies, revenue terms, expenditures, number of employees, growth, and all, right? Number of employees, employee turnover, right? And progress, and whatever incentive, lot of things we can represent in this format, right? In this, we are visualized in this format. In case of companies as well, in case of a particular city like Dehradun by year wise or by different, in Dehradun how many we can divide upon the different income level persons from this in or residents in Dehradun having different income levels. Maybe the green one may be the highest income level range, how many population is in the green area. Then we can have the second one, the yellow, then we can have the blue, then we can have the red, the poorest one in the Dehradun, 4 categories. So we can use this for the multiple purpose thematic mapping we are using from the long time from the multiple purpose, right? That is now the next is 1850 to 1900, the golden age of statistical graphics it is called in this right, and by the mid 1800 all the conditions for the rapid growth of visualization had generated a perfect storm for data graphics. Official state statistical offices were established through the Europe. Getting the point? On official state statistical offices here in India as well, we have even district statistical offices. जिला सांख्यिकी अधिकारी क्या कहते हैं, at the statistical officer at the in the districts as well in India now, in recognition of the growing importance of numerical information for social planning, industrialization, commerce and transportation. So we have collecting numerical data, then representing is in graphical formats from the mid 80s, 1850. Now in 1900 to 1950, the modern dark ages, right? Modern dark ages. If the late 1800 were the golden age of statistical graphics and thematic cartography, the early 1900 can be called the modern dark ages of visualization. There were few graphical innovations, and by the mid 1930s, the enthusiasm for visualization which characterized the late 1800 had been supplanted by the rise of quantification and formal, often statistical models in the social sciences. Right? This was less innovations in this period from 1900 to 1950, but we have standardized what have been innovated before 1900 in the 1950 to in between 1950 to 1900, right? Now the 1950 to 1975 rebirth of data visualization, the period called rebirth of data visualization, still under the influence of the formal and numerical GTGs from the mid 1930s on. Data visualization began to rise from dormancy in the mid 1960s. Right? And finally, we are here now, today, history 1975 to present, in last 45 years. Right? High definition, interactive and dynamic data visualization. High definition, interactive, dynamic data visualization. Getting the point? During the last quarter of the 20th century, data visualization has blossomed into a mature, vibrant and multidisciplinary area of research. As seen in this handbook, and software tools for a wide range of visualization methods and data types are available for every computer. Getting the point? This is the history of data visualization basically, and this period is we can say the latest one and most interactive and dynamic data visualizations. Dynamic means on the websites even there are tools, there are softwares we'll discuss later which we are integrating, and in the product categories and different products on the shopping sites you visualize. Getting the point? This is what this is, dynamic visualization. Changes with changing one parameter, right? And high definition, we all know. This is about the history of data visualization, how data visualization evolved, and from where, from the maps. We started from the maps and all, right? Thank you very much.